name is fatttashhh. My booty's flat, but that's irrelevant because I'm gonna throw it back, but not today. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notification when you do. And if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my phone because today's video I'm gonna be talking about how to be the best cashier or greeter or associate or team member at your job, at any job, not just the job that I just got, but you can apply this to any job because some of these things I've learned all these tips from all of my jobs that I've ever had. My first job I've ever had was Taco Cabana when I was 16. I worked there for like 2 months, bro. It was bad. Then after Taco Cabana, I worked at Pima. I was a home health care provider. I worked there for 2 years. I had 2 patients. I took care of 2 elderly people. I had 2 patients. After I worked at Pima, I worked at Dollar Tree. I worked at Dollar Tree for like 6 months. It was bad though. Then I worked at a fast food chicken place. I was a cashier, worked there for a year. And now I'm a cashier at a clothing store. So, yeah, I'm 22 years old. I've had some work history. Not a whole bunch, not a whole lot, but I've had some work history. And, I think these tips will help because I used to be shy. Like, okay, I used to be that person that was shy. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to talk loud to people. I used to be very timid. Like, I have a soft voice. Naturally, I have a soft voice. But working and being at different jobs, it just taught me how to project my voice. So now I'm just loud. All the time. And I could thank my jobs for that because you have to. That's the thing when you're a cashier, when you're like in the front of the store, you have to have that energy. You have to have that friendly energy that people gonna want to talk to you. They're gonna want to come back in the store. They're gonna want to talk to you when they come in the store. So this is how to be that person at your job. Okay, these are the tips. I wrote it down in my phone. I made notes. Okay, so tip number 1 is to develop a routine. And I didn't write these tips in any order, so it might be all over the place, but all of these tips are very helpful. So tip number 1 I have is to develop a routine. Like if you're a cashier, my routine is, I'm not going to tell you my routine. Develop your own routine. No, I'm just kidding. I tell you a little bit. So like if you're a cashier, my routine would be like the person comes up, you greet them, you say, hello, how you doing today? Hello, how are you? Or you just say hello, or you just say, and some customers, they will ask you back. Some customers, they will answer. Some customers won't answer. You can ask them, did they find everything in the store okay? Ask them, is this going to be everything for you today? Is this going to be it for you today? Did you find everything okay today? Just ask them how they doing, stuff like that when they first walk up. Then, if you work at fast food, you would ask them what they want to eat. And a good way to be a good fast food employee is to know the menu. take a menu with you at home and know the menu, know what comes with the combo, know what comes on the burger, because that stuff it sounds like that's lame. Why I got that's too much work. It sounds like that, but that's your job, especially if you working that fast. Because I was young at first, I was young at a point in time. I'm still young. I'm 22. So I'm in that stage of life where it's like, if you take a fast food job serious, it could get you somewhere, Or you could be young and work at a fast food job, but if you take these tips, it'll help you to be a manager, or it'll help you get more experience. But anyway, yeah, so know the menu, know what comes on the burger, know what comes with the combo, know the sauces, and that goes for clothing stores too. Like, know your different departments. Like, know where the men's department is, know what's in it, so if customers ask you questions, you be able to answer. You want to know about where you're working at. So if you work at Walmart and somebody walk up to you and they say, do y'all sell shaving cream? You want to be able to tell them where the shaving cream is and at Walmart. And yeah, so know where everything is. And you always want to try to upsell stuff or add stuff. Or say if you work at fast food, you always want to ask them, okay, would you like to upsize your drink? Would you like to make your drink large for blah, blah, blah? Or if you work at a clothing store, you always ask them, are you interested in signing up for our store's credit card? It offers you a 10% discount. You want to try to sell the stuff for the store that you work at. Okay? Then, if you work this part is for the clothing store part. At my store, we really not supposed to let them. We low on hangers, right? So if the just in my clothing store, we take the clothes off the hangers. So that's what I do. When the people come up, I greet them. Hello, how are you doing today? Did you find everything okay? Okay, that's great. Make small talk. It's hot outside today. Yeah, the weather's not. Just make small talk so it's not awkward. So you're not just standing there like, oh my gosh, she's staring at me. I gotta ring her stuff up. Make small talk so you can not distract the customer, but engage them so it's not like an awkward thing. But you do want to focus. So if you can't make small talk and do your job at the same time, don't make too much small talk, But then I take all the clothes off the hangers. You want to, certain customers, they will ask you to keep them, and you let them keep them, or you tell them it's against the store policy, or you just call your manager. That's really the main thing. If you just got it somewhere in a job and you're an associate or a team member or an employee, just call the manager. Call for help. Ask a coworker that been there longer than you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Literally just say, hey, excuse me, can you help me? Or, hey, excuse me, I have a question. Or, if the customer is asking you something and you don't know, you tell them, oh, give me 1 second. I'm going to go find out for you. And you go ask somebody, or, you point them to somebody. You say, oh, she might, you just want to be able to answer people's questions. And you want to be able to not be scared to talk to your managers. Don't be scared to talk to your managers. Call them, don't be scared. It's okay. What are they going to do? They ain't going to do nothing but answer your question. And there's no such thing as a stupid question, because if you're asking a question, you're obviously asking a question because you didn't understand. And people, your employer, your managers and stuff are gonna like that. They're gonna like that you're interested, you're asking questions, because they're gonna see that you're trying to learn more and stuff like that. And it helps you with the job. The more questions you ask, the more stuff you will be learning, stuff stuff like that. Another tip is don't be scared to talk to your coworkers. Get to know them. It's just like school. It's literally just like high school, kinda, for the most part. You walk up to them, you say, "Hey, how are you? What's your name? How long you been working here? Okay, my name is such and such. It's nice to meet you." And then, you want to build relationships with them. You don't got to just walk up to somebody and tell them your whole life story and expect them to tell you their whole life story the first day at work, Just make small talk when you pass by them at work. Say, "Hey, how you doing?" Just ask them, "Well, what's your favorite color? When's your birthday?" Get to know your coworkers. You want to have a relationship with your coworkers, and you want to know that all your coworkers ain't gonna you're not there to be friends with them. So don't go to work telling them all your personal business. Like, don't go to work talking about your relationship and personal stuff outside of work, but you do want to go to work and make conversation, make small talk, build a relationship at work, So it just won't be awkward. But you want to ask them questions like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Where you from? Do you have siblings? Just, regular stuff. But they're not there to be your friend, so keep that in mind. You're not there to be friends with everybody. And everybody at your job is not going to like you. And every customer that you get is not going to like you. And don't take it personal, because sometimes people could be having a bad day. It could have nothing to do with you. Or, they could just not like you because you the shit, Some people be hating. It is what it is. But yeah, you want to have confidence. You want to build your confidence up. You want to go to work with your head up, even if something happened outside of work. And even if something happened outside of work and, you're in a bad mood, you just want to not bring it to work. That's just how I am. I like to focus on work when I'm at work. When I'm at home, I focus on home. When I'm exercising, I focus on exercising. I make time to focus on different things. But that's just me. You don't want to bring stuff like that with you to work. You don't want your coworker. You don't want to be that coworker that's like, that can't function at work because life got to them. I don't know. But anyway. Oh yeah, you want to have a routine. So if you work at a clothing store, your routine gonna be a little bit different than if you work at a fast food store, then different stuff like that. So the routine that I have is the people come up, I greet them, take all the stuff off the hangers, I scan their items, I remove the sensor, I fold it, I bag it in that order, item by item. If it's closed, that's how I do it. If the customer come up and they have like food and drinks, you want to scan that stuff first. You kind of want to go in order when you scan stuff. Like I said, you'll develop your own routine as you be with the job. But I like to do food and drinks first because they'll usually take it back in their hand. Like you scan the soda and you give it back to them, and then you do the jewelry because it's small. Then you do the clothes. Then you do the body wash and stuff with the body wash. Like, you don't want to just throw everything in one bag unless the customer don't mind. But I know when I go to the store, I don't want you to put, my body wash with my t-shirts and my earrings with my shoes and shit like that. That's just how I am personally. And when my customers come to me, I kind of think like that for them. But a lot of times you will get different people, and some people don't care. They'll be like, "Oh, just throw all of it in the bag." They don't care how you throw it in the bag. Some people, they want, they're gonna want they body washes with their body wash with their lotion. They're gonna want their clothes and stuff with their clothes. They're gonna want their stuff separated. And you don't want to overfill the bag. You want to just put about You want to put about 7 to 10 things in a bag, like 5 to 10 things in a bag. You don't ever want to overfill the bag or have it to where the bag is ripping. And if the bag is ripping, double bag it. You know, just be calm when you're a cashier. Be calm. You know, you're a human. People make mistakes. Always remember that. Always remember to breathe. And you don't have to always know the right thing. There's no such thing as the right thing to do or the right thing to say. It's just when you have a job and you're a cashier, you learn over time. You know, you develop your confidence. Practice in the mirror, okay? Because I had old videos on my channel where I was literally just like practicing scripts. Like, say if I worked at McDonald's, I would just practice. Oh, thank you for choosing McDonald's. Have you heard about our new chicken sandwich? If they say no, then you proceed to tell them about it. Some people will say, yeah, I heard about it. I don't want it. You know, so it's just, and that's another thing too. Like, you always want to be calm, and you will develop your script and your skits, because that's what it is. When you're at work, you're acting. Okay, you're at work, you're acting, and you know, you've got to play the part of being at work. So you develop it over time. You know, just practice your scripts, learn the menu, learn the store, get to know your coworkers. Don't be shy. You wanna take care of yourself. You know, you wanna take showers before you go to work. You wanna you know, get your clothes ready. Even if you have a uniform or even if you don't have dress code, pick your clothes out the day before. You know, have your hair done, have your stuff done, be ready, be put together, so when it comes time to go to work, you're ready. You know, your confidence ain't all over the place because you done did your hair, you done did your nails, you got your scripts together, you got, you know, a few coworkers that you know by name. And that's another thing, know your coworkers by name. And if you do have certain customers that come in all the time, you want to know them by name. You want to pay attention to little stuff like that. Because it makes the difference. And like I said, not all your customers are going to like you. Not all your coworkers are going to like you. And every day is not going to be a perfect day. You know, you are a human. You're not a robot. But hopefully them tips help. Let me see. Because I wrote a list. Let me see if I missed anything. Oh, yeah. Another helpful thing is ask the customers how they're going to pay, especially if you're a cashier. It just makes the process go by a little faster, you know. Like, that comes with the part about having your routine. You know, over time you would develop your system, but you want to ask them, you know, how are you paying? How are you paying today? Are you paying with a cash or card today? Or if you see them with cash in their hand, be like, oh, you're paying with cash. Make sure that you always tell them, oh, your total today is going to be this much. And if they give you cash, you say back how much they gave you. You say, okay, say like if their total is $5, you tell them, okay, your total today will be $5.32. They give you a $20 bill. You say, oh, you're paying with cash out of 20. You just repeat it back so they know what's going on. So they know that you know what's going on. It just makes it easier to communicate. And, you know, conversation rules the nation. So you want to look good. You know, you want to sound good. You want to look good. You want to have your scripts together and stuff like that. You know, so then once they give you the money, you always tell them, okay, and your change today will be $7.04 or whatever their change will be. You tell them their change will be that, and you count it back to them. If it's a big amount of change, you count the money back to them and you give it to them. And you always ask them, depending on my customers, like if they take the bag off the counter or whatever, 9 times out of 10 I would just put the receipt in the bag, or I will ask them, do you want your receipt in the bag or would you like it in your hand? But some people make a deal about, it's kind of common courtesy of a cashier to put the receipt in the bag. So I 9 times out of 10 would just try to put the receipt in a bag, and you want to tell them, okay, I put your receipt in this bag, da 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 da. Thank you for shopping at the store. Have a nice day. Or would this be it for you today? Okay, well, this is everything. Have a nice day. Stuff like that. And you want to ask them, what else do you want to ask them? Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Oh, you want to keep hand sanitizer and lotion on you when you're at work, because depending on your job, you should have a locker or somewhere to put your stuff. So you want to keep a backpack with you, keep a purse with you, and just have a lotion with you, have hand sanitizer with you, because throughout the day you have to wash your hands a lot. Work is dirty. You have to sanitize, especially now because with the pandemic and shit going on. People just be tripping, so it's better that they see you sanitizing your hands all the time. And it's a peace of mind for yourself personally. How would you feel if you go in a store and you see all the employees at the store have hand sanitizer and stuff like that? You will feel better about shopping at that store versus somewhere that they didn't. Right. So you just want to look the part. Like I said, you want to be clean, you want to be neat, you want to be nice, you want to be loud. If you're shy, a tip to break your shyness would be to drag out your words. So like if you're naturally a timid person and you talk low, you have a soft voice like I do, I drag out my words and it makes me sound louder, so that's a tip. I learned that in theater too. I was in middle school, and that was like a tip. That was like a thing that they use in theater to project their voice. You drag out your words. Okay. Anyway, what else? Yeah, so last little tip, always, you want to look your customers in the eye. You want to look your managers in the eye, your coworkers in the eye. You want to look people, you want to make eye contact with people, okay? Yeah, you want to make eye contact with people. You want to be friendly. You want to be loud. You want to be nice. And you want to keep your workspace tidy. So, like, if you accumulate trash, throw it away. Throw your trash away. Clean up after yourself. Clean up behind the store. Clean up after customers. You ain't Superman or Superwoman, so don't try to break your neck and clean every single thing, but you do want to be a team player, And, take notes, ask questions, and yeah, that's all my tips to be the best cashier at any job, or best store greeter at any job. Like, comment, and subscribe. Drop the description box for more information about me. For my social medias and everything will be in the description box. And I'm finna go eat. It is very early in the morning. Well, it's not very early in the morning, but it's 9:44 a.m. Gonna go eat breakfast, do some yoga and stuff, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next below.